Welcome back to the discussion, everybody. We're going to talk about Gozyuger as well as the end of Super Sentai, maybe some time about Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity Super. So, everybody introduce yourself with one very fast sentence because we have a lot of people here, except you, Craig. Scotch.
I'm Scotch. Why am I going first? Please. Why?
Cantho.
I'm Cass, and this
And
is
I'm Angel.
and we're
Evil and Lady.
and we do too many things. We love tokusatsu, video games, anime, and edit and do art and all sorts of crazy stuff. And we're happy to be here with our besties.
Woo! Drawn Breaker.
Hi, I'm Don. The 5 people that know me on Marcos's channel. Hey, I'm still here, still alive, still kicking, still Don.
Frogsatsu, Ribbit. Keza.
Hi, I'm Benson. I'm the one with the Yara card, too much Yara card much. Hi.
F you, Craig. Joe.
Hi, I'm Yugi Joe. I'm kind of an anti-tuber, but I get all of my Toku thoughts out on my friends' channels. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so if you haven't noticed yet, dear viewer, dear listener, this is a podcast-style discussion where we're going to talk about stuff we hate.
Damn.
Yeah,
And like.
Like?
Kinda.
So this first half, or at least this first quarter, we're going to talk about Gozyuger, and then I do really want to talk about the rest of Super Sentai and how we feel about all this. And this is all spoilers, but for now. So today I did upload a video about my favorite Reiwa Sentai, and I ranked them, and Gozyuger wasn't number 1, it was number 2. And
I actually.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
yeah, and Keza did watch it. I hearted her comment. Apparently, a lot of people don't agree with me, and I'm kind of surprised, but I'm also not. We are very much gonna get into more of the behind the scenes stuff. I'm not gonna get into that right now, but I personally really, really liked Gozyuger because it sucks. It's awful. It's trashy. It's messy. I hate a lot of it, and that's why I love it. The Inui family is on something. I swear to God. What are they on? I want some to write a show this interesting.
Stay on,
I want it,
please. I think we all need
I
it.
agree with that. I agree with that so wholeheartedly. It's ridiculous.
If nothing else, the way Marco says it too is very much that, like, it makes you talk. It makes you go back and forth a lot about it.
And that's
Yeah.
not even just the writing, that's the production as well, the behind the scenes that we all know about. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's really hard to say. I probably could have written my thoughts out better here, but like, god dang, is this show so messy? And that's why, and again, that's why I love it, because like a lot of plot points are like dropped and started super fast. A lot of characters finish their arcs in like an episode or two.
That's so right.
Gosh, but I grew up watching a lot of these like episodic shows with Power Rangers specifically and other tokusatsu from Peru. But like, man, I just like this kind of stuff. For every Kiva that's written by an Inui, we get a Gozyuger or a Dawn Brothers, and it's just so incredible.
Yeah.
I just want to say, this time you're outnumbered. I think there's more Kiva likers than haters in this chat.
Oh my god, yeah, I think there is.
So, yeah, I feel like the odd man out because, believe it or not, Gozyuger was my first time properly getting my feet wet with Sentai after
Oh my
watching
God.
Ultraman and Kamen Rider.
You're
Yeah,
the reason
I really
Sentai
think-
died.
No, it's just it's not even that. I'm just bad with keeping up with stuff. I mean,
just valid.
listen, I'll go
Yeah.
full confession.
Plot lines happened and then they unhappened very quickly. And I thought that was some of this show's really big strength and some of this show's really big weakness. Like, I hated some of the times they did that. My favorite character at the start of the show, that happened to him, and I'll reveal that in a little bit. That happened to him, and I still can't get over it. It's still not fixed. It was kind of annoying to me that happened.
Can I guess? Was it
yeah.
Kuwagata Oger, Universe Warrior?
No, but I hated that too.
Oh, that was my guess.
I hated that.
I was thinking of a
Yeah,
different
because
one.
I really thought a lot of the Universe Warriors just kind of like they do just like disappear after their like story's done. It's like they have enough strength to like be reoccurring characters. That's the thing.
Especially that first guy who knew loads about Sentai. I really thought he was going to be like a
Right? Like you have a Sentai historian, and then he's just bye-bye.
It could have literally been a mentor figure, someone they consult on when it's like, hey, we don't know what this is. Well, I have the book for you guys, but like, here it
That's
is in chapter
exactly-
48.
that's
Like,
exactly
you
it.
guys ever heard of Time Ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a
Add
cute way to
something to
put
that.
other Sentai references into your show.
Can I add
Yeah.
something to that? Like, we had these, as you said, we had these great characters, these great universe warriors that were there for an episode, maybe two, and disappeared, right? But then they kept on bringing the Toei guy who turned out to be the Ranger at the end of the show, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait.
I mentioned this in Keza's and during our reaction, which you should go watch, by the way. It's really good. It's so interesting how they brought back a lot of these red warriors and they have all these interesting stories, but then like the most important ones are forgotten about because it would have been really nice to see Otto transform into Shinken Red again at the end, right?
Yeah.
But they had
Yeah.
I think a lot of things were affected with the storytelling because of the thing that happened, which we'll again talk about in a bit. But like,
Yeah.
I felt like a lot of storylines and story things stopped dead center, stopped in the middle of something amazing that they were doing, and then came back in a weird way. So all these stories changed and are unfinished, and nothing continues on for them. For example, Shinkenja would have been great to see Otto transform again, but they're like, oh, because we need to hide the fact that we can't show thingy, Otto just wake ups after the final battle happens. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like during the final battle, we get all of these, some of them, or at least some of them, coming back, and they are related to the previous
So good.
Rangers. It's like we've got the Toei guy who's related to Hoeru. We've got the Gao Ranger guy who's related to
My
Rikuwa.
boyfriend.
Not Riku. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, one of the, or Kinjiro's friend, and Ryuki's maid, and thank God we got her back because I was really looking forward to her potentially
Yeah.
coming back.
She was one of the
If
best.
she didn't
But
come
I
back,
was-
I would have screamed. But
I
yeah,
was a little annoyed we didn't get Otto back because that would have at least given
I
all
was super
five of them
annoyed.
someone who they had a big story with to fight with them in that final battle.
If you're just gonna have her wake up for no reason, kind of at the end of the battle anyway, have her wake up early and just be like, "Yeah, I got better." I'm just like, I'm fine with it as long as I get to see her do her thing. I would be like, yeah, it's just the hype of seeing her and then having a representation of like, this is someone who is important to Sumino, who is here with the rest of the group with all these other people who are important to the boys.
I don't know if I agree with that only from a story point of view. I don't like the idea that there wouldn't be a story relevant reason for her to be awake.
Bro,
But that is
if,
a
they
story
didn't
relevant
give
reason,
one,
though.
though.
Like,
If-
clearly,
During the
Oiru,
ring war,
like,
which would
yeah,
be a reason
Oiru
because
already
of
made his
Rain
wish
Yeah.
to make the ring war back, and Kumade said after, by the way, when I redid the rules, I fixed this bunch of
That's why I
stuff.
would be okay with it because it's like you guys didn't have a
Yeah.
story relevant reason anyway. It doesn't really take away anything having her in the final battle. I would much rather there was a story relevant reason and she was there, but I
Yeah.
know that that's not what we got.
My train of thought too
I
goes
have a
into
major
like
issue
the
with
Tara
same.
was there as well.
show.
I forgot about him for a second. I can't believe.
But no, like just for me, like it's exactly like Marco said and also Keza said, like just this show is a goddamn mess. And it's kind of great because it's a mess. But also there's so much stuff that got like exactly like Keza said, like changed last minute, or at least that's how it feels. It made something that was it was a mess, but I guess the mess makes sense. Into like, oh god, we're scrambling!
can we talk about it? I'm sorry. Can we talk about it?
I don't think we can dance around it any longer.
No. Okay. Is that okay, Marcos?
playing Magic the Gathering.
Okay, fuck it. I'm
It's
gonna
God
do it.
damn it.
It's time.
Swearing's happening. We're talking about it. Maya Imamori was replaced, and there were shots where she was cut out, and you could so clearly see that they were cut out, or she was like stripped away. So they like CGI erased her from shots, so there was just a random space between the group that
Yeah.
she would have been there. And storyline, things just didn't make sense. Like a couple episodes
Ribbon.
after she left, they had a clip show episode, the second one of a season, which never happens. Well, not a lot anyway. And at the end, Sumino, without transforming, just randomly started fighting one of the new characters that was introduced. And it felt like that was supposed to be her Tega Sword moment, but it felt so undeserving because we had no character development from her that she would have had, but we just didn't feel it. And there was also loads of references when the new actor came in, Kohaku from Don Brothers. She came in, and there was loads of like Oni sister references, and you're just like, oh, so you're not trying to not necessarily hide it, but you're not trying to be Sumino. You are following what the directors are telling you to do. Be Sumino, but be Oni, sister, to make it swallow down easy, if that makes sense. So a lot of
Yeah.
I agree.
this was rough. It was rough. There were emotions that we all felt that were great to have, but it was rough. That's all I'll say about it.
Yeah,
And there's definitely moments where you still feel that her presence is very, very much missing. The finale is a great example of this, for
Yeah.
one.
It's that you can't get away from like the moment this stuff happens. It's kind of like it. All of it is very jarring.
when the news broke out of my being let go from the show, I kind of had a feeling it was going to happen because I kept hearing the rumor mill being generated. I'm like, God, I really hope something doesn't happen to this poor girl. Like I was feeling awful about it.
Mhm.
And then when it like finally happened, I just like I did not have the heart to continue the show. Not that like me watching the show contributes to the support in the grand scheme of things, but just on the principle alone, I just did not feel good about continuing the show.
A lot
Like
of us
legitimately,
felt the same.
yeah.
Mm.
A lot of
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, like Scotch, Joel, myself, and Antho with Keza, like all of us were like watching that last set of episodes together because we had all just taken a break from the show, and like Keza wasn't even doing content on it because it's like, no, it just didn't feel good, you know.
I felt like disgusting trying to even think about like, oh, maybe I should continue it, but it's like then I'm just gonna like keep thinking about that in the back of my mind and like just like how much of a horrible experience it would have been that it probably was for my Imamori.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't, and it's a shame really because there are elements of the show that I do really like, but I feel like with it being Sentai's 50th, like it's just kind of tainted, you know?
It is like that's just the matter of you cannot watch it without thinking about this sort of thing because it's so. I mean, and it's good they didn't try to hide it or anything, but like it is a stain on Gozyuger, unfortunately, and it's sad that this has to be the last Sentai. I still like Gozyuger, but I hate that this had to happen.
Yeah,
I want to put like one of my main criticisms out there because it falls on quite nicely after what you said, Cass, which is this is whatever as a Sentai, right? As a Sentai, whether people like it or whether people dislike it, that is a very little consequence to the thing that I have an opinion on here, which is this is not good enough to be the ending.
Yeah, I agree. I do. Like, I enjoy the show, but damn.
Well, there's a reason, I think, for that, like, why it kind of happened like this. Gozyuger wasn't meant to be the last show. Did you know that? Sentai, this wasn't supposed to be the last one.
So that's actually like true. That wasn't just a bunch of like people just speculating.
What's your source,
I think it was just supposed to be an anniversary season.
I'm pretty sure about this, but maybe I need to do more research on it. But I thought that was the case.
Yes.
I need to. I need
There was something I just saw.
I don't source myself, but I this someone in the comments, or we can do our own research after the fact because it is important to get this stuff right. But I do remember seeing something like comment from I think it's the writers and going like, "Oh wait, I'm writing the last one. Oh okay."
I can't remember where
they didn't know going into it.
Because I believe I saw an interview from Shirakura saying that like they already knew that Gozyuger would be the last one, but didn't tell the director right away.
It sounds right from what I remember.
That's such a bizarre choice to just not tell your director like, hey, heads up, you're writing the capstone to a 50-year-long television show.
Yeah.
So the reason
no pressure.
Right.
So when you're saying this is not meant to, it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be, it's because it was just an anniversary season, hence why it was so big, some bombastic. So, there's 50 years of powers to use. Going into it, they were like, oh, this is not the end, this is great. Then going into it, and they were looking at the toy charts and stuff, they just kept on seeing Sentai go down. Did you see the toy chart, by the way? Anyone in here?
I did take a cursory glance at it. Mainly when the news came out.
I just want to add like a slight correction just so we don't get blasted in the comments.
Cool. Please do.
So if they knew the show was ending from the writing perspective of thing, but they didn't tell the director at the time, these episodes are episodically directed, so they're not all directed by the same person. And the person who directed like 7, 8, 20, 21, 29, 30, 37, and 39, that person may have known, whether someone else who directed like a bunch of different episodes didn't. It won't have been all the directors that weren't aware. It might have just been one.
Oh, okay.
That does make
Joel.
sense.
But what I'm saying is that
Thanks, Michael.
that graph, the sales chart, shows Kamen Rider exponentially growing through the years and Sentai just following along for a few years and then dying. It just kept on going down, some highs, mostly lows, and continuing to just die a little bit.
I've had some people explain to me that part of the reason too is because, and like, you guys can all correct me if I'm wrong, but it was also due to Hasbro's side of things with, like, you know, quote unquote ending Power Rangers, and that was a level of Sentai toy money that they were getting, and that got fully altered on, and now that's another source of revenue gone.
I was about to say, I was going to comment on that. Yeah,
That's
the Power
right.
Ranger.
My thing with that is, I think that's why they would have known that this would have been that. Like, that's why they would have planned for this to be the ending, because I think the ending of Power Rangers and the ending of this being like a couple of years, but like being a couple of years ahead and a couple of years behind, is the exact amount of time that they would have needed to be like, cool, well, that's wrapping up. We need to start wrapping this up, because they write so far in advance. So I do think the end of Power Rangers is not the entire cause, but somewhat does have a knock-on effect to why we now have the end of Sentai, because of the toy sales being the major driving factor in profit.
it's best to look at it as like as a one major piece of the puzzle to the overall contributing end to Sentai.
Yeah.
In that regard.
Sadly.
Yeah.
But I think we can all agree.
Ending the show without the toy sales going down. That's the one thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's toys at the end of the day. They're not selling enough.
On the subject of the toy, I want to say something positive about Gozyuger, because we've been talking about the controversy and all that. I really like the concept of Sword, because obviously Gozyuger, there's a theme of number one, oneness. There's like marriage elements, so like unity, one. And then even that's reflected in the changer. I really thought this was clever in the show. That's reflected in the changer. It's an all-in-one. It's the weapon. It's the changer. It's the mech. I don't know. I really like that. That's why I bought a Memorial Edition.
That's a super cool idea for a toy. Like, complaints aside about, like, okay, I love the idea of like, oh yeah, it's the changer and the mecha at the same time.
It's
my
all
only
in
complaint
one.
for the toy itself is that, like, you know, it doesn't have a lot of articulation, but that's because I've been spoiled to hell and back with King Oger, the mecha.
Best.
Yeah, that's such a weird choice, I think, if we're talking about Sentai as a whole in the toy line. How for like, we'll say like a couple years, they decided, yeah, let's give these things like good articulation, and then it just like stopped, and then it like kind of flip-flopped. Like we had Dawn Brothers, which was like that was such a great step in the right direction. I never got the Dawn Brothers mech, but I got all the stuff for King Oger, and it's like, why did they make those changes? And then the Sword toy, the reason why I didn't like get it when it came out was because I hated that it used injection molded gold plastic, so it like just kind of looks kind of pukey. Right, and then in the show it has like this nice like gold paint. I don't know. It's just kind of strange to me.
But no, just to say, like, I agree with you. Like, just like I love the idea of the toy. It does look like, you know, it looks cool. Like, oh my god, I have both a robot and the transformation device, and it's
a weapon. I could hit my brother with it.
Yay!
Hit your brother with it, you can worship it, it's great.
Yeah.
And all in all,
the process of this toy being played with.
I love that
to add to the positive aspect too, I really liked the characters themselves. Like just our
I
our entire cast. I do love them a lot.
I need to say too, because like Anthel and I are big fans of King Oger and Zenkaiger, and this group though, like Gozyuger has given me like the villain group that I love the most right now.
Fire Candle.
I would watch.
Yeah.
I would watch a whole spin-off series of them, y'all. I love them all.
Just getting
so
into
much.
shenanigans and stuff. It is quite a fantastic cast and ensemble in that regard. Personally, my favorite character arc, because I liked when Gozyuger would focus on the main teams like personal stories. Gozu Tyranno, his story arc of like deciding to quit like his religion and working at the hospital and then like getting his mojo back. I love that. Why did someone wince when I said that? What happened? There's clearly something I don't know, is there?
Ryuki's our favorite cultist, you know?
Like,
but I love him.
I stopped just after that, to be honest, which is when he got replaced by the prince guy that I do not remember.
by a Sam.
That was
Alien that's
weird.
obsessed with tea.
That was
absolutely
weird.
hate how they did his story. I thought he like that. You remember earlier when I mentioned one of the characters that I felt story was like really mishandled? It's Ryugi's.
Yeah. Ryugi's really? Okay. How so?
Yeah.
I disagree as well.
Me too.
Um,
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence.
I think they gave him one of the most interesting concepts for a character that we've had in Sentai ever.
Oh.
And then they really, really failed to give us the things that would allow this character to have like feel good moments. I don't think the thing with his like family was fully explored well in the hospital stuff. I also
It needed
think the
more
hospital
time.
stuff story. It did need more time. This hospital storyline was absolutely overshadowed by the better storyline of Rei Gushima, which was done very well. And I just think like he was a sidelined character that was absolutely sidelined into comedy elements. And when they tried to make him emo and they tried to like, no one ran after him. He didn't feel like a good part of the team. When he had to beat Hoero, he had to beat Hoero when Hoero was Orca boosted. It was never a fair fight. It was always...
True.
He was always
But
being
he
dogged
like
on,
he
and then
really
his number
handled
one
it
thing
well
is
though.
Tegasword. Yeah, but his number one thing is Tegasword, and then when he finally gets the Tegasword upgrade, when he gets Tegasword's arms wrapped around him, it's not a big deal.
Okay,
They
I think
moved past it.
I think there's a
Straight
reason
away.
for that. Wait. I think there's a reason for that specifically because they're doing the henshin animation, so he had to be calm. Because then after that, he was excited. Because I remember
Yeah,
us
he was
commenting
excited,
on
but
this
it
and the
wasn't a massive
reaction.
part of the storyline for him. And his
other
whole
thing
story
that
is how much he loves Tegasword.
True.
There is one thing I
That's
need
fair.
to add to what Joel said, which is a frustration I've mentioned in other discussions of Rider or Sentai. Like, because things were basically fine for Ryugi, and then, as far as us in the West are concerned, the movie happens. We don't get to see that.
That's so true.
And then
though.
he's like, by the way, I'm traumatized because Tegasword died during the movie. Remember about that? And that's my complaint about the Calamity entirely in general. Like, I think the Calamity is cool, but I think we could also, literally the show would be improved from not having the Calamity in it.
I do want to say, and this isn't to diminish your criticism, but I think us specifically not being able to see the movie is literally an us problem because they didn't have us in mind when
Still issue.
they came up with that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no! Like I agree.
and I'll
I
also
just
add-
get frustrated
Absolutely, but I
that
don't think it's an us issue. I think it's a them issue because you also have to pay to see that movie. You don't have to
I
pay to
agree.
see this
I
television
agree with
show.
That's
Yep.
a fair point. I didn't think of that.
like my train of thought is more like just I don't mind them making Toku movies. I'm frustrated that they've been putting very important
stuff
key
for
plot
the
points
series
in
in
those
Yeah,
movies.
big canon stuff. Yeah.
which is on the one hand we can't see it over here right away, but also it is manipulative.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like,
it's
oh, you
not
want to
like
know this
making
plot
up this
point?
game.
Pony up the cash and go to the movie theater, kiddies.
Can I
Get your little
jump off
goodies.
what can I jump off what Cass just said? Manipulative. Let's actually talk about the toxic relationships that so happened to have been sorted out by the end of the show. We had like Tegajun and Hoeru's brother, Kuon, just happily getting off with every shitty thing that they did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
did.
In the
Oh,
name
they got
of
off. Okay,
family.
they got off. All right.
Oh
Like
no.
with Tegajun, I thought it was.
She's still got a corpse in there,
Good
by
lord.
the way. Just going to casually mention, she still has her creator's corpse in there, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'm glad you brought that up
back to that.
we never. I said this in Kez's stream as well, where I was just like, "Hey guys,
Dawn.
she's still
Things-
there, and we just never see her." And that's just fine, I guess. It's a very
Ah.
tell, don't show moment because we never meet this person. We just have
Like
Tegajun
that.
go like, "By the way, guys, did you know this is my creator, and this is what's going down?" Like, we don't even know this person.
And then immediately she's like, "Cool, I'm complete. By the way, what's going on? Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Teganagulu, you want to be a baby?" And it's like, "No, I don't." Damn.
Huh.
I'm your mother. I know what's best for you, hon.
It's
So
my
far.
favorite.
It's an incredible point you've made there as well, Cass. This show is full, and I mean full to the
It
brim
is so
of
full,
the
dude.
one. And it's like the one writing thing I hate the most as like someone who has to sit down and read scripts or watch shows is tell, don't show. And this show is full of fucking tell.
Yes.
Like,
It
Oh,
is.
stop
God.
telling me what's happening. Just fucking show me.
I mean, they did kind of show what happened to Hoiru when he was a kid, but it's like we don't really like see it. It's just like, oh yeah, this happened to me, and then we like get like a little
Oh my
flashback.
That's
God.
another good
That leads
example.
exactly
Yeah.
to what I was thinking of
Dawn.
next. How messy of a show it is, and like some characters being a bit mishandled. I was so like it's Gary
It's
Like-
scary.
because they set up
I
this
wasn't
long
a fan.
shtick with Gary, but then he literally within an episode and a half goes, "By the way, I was going to download you up my butt the whole time." That's right. And then the next
Crazy.
episode, he gets beaten up. He's like, "Oh, well, Oru,
Dies.
since you said I'm sorry, I'm not upset anymore.
Yeah, I'm a good
Also-
guy now. All right, whatever.
I'm a sword
Dies
now."
fast. Becomes a sword. Yeah, Dawn, it goes crazy.
He becomes a sword.
He becomes a
Yes.
sword. He becomes
See,
the
I'm-
one
Oh,
It
yeah.
becomes a
he
premium
has.
Bandai Toku toy.
Let's go. Yeah.
Garyu to caliber 50.
Toshiki and Akiko Inui can write characters, but not stories. But the more you guys talk, I'm like, they can write characters.
Oh, I actually do have I do have a question in regards to
Yeah,
the
there
whole
he is.
controversy. Didn't Inoue's daughter? Well, I forget her first name.
I just
I'm
said it.
completely blanking on.
I literally just
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, I got the Super Bowl on one half of the screen. You got to bear with me here.
I'm
just-
Back to your point. Back to your point, please. We're losing. we're losing.
Right. So Inoue's daughter I kept reading stuff that like even she left production after they booted Maya Imamori.
Did she?
I thought so. That's something I read. I wasn't sure if that was true or not.
Source.
The whole show
Whoa.
is already written by then. I know that for a fact.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, they filmed up to episode 48, didn't they? And then they dragged her out of
yeah.
the set
Mm.
on episode
Yeah.
48, going into episode 49. Crazy that.
She could have, at the very most, she could have stepped away as an editorial writer because she won't have been a writer for the show then. Then she would have been a script supervisor. But she could have walked away from that role at the end. But again, I don't think that she would have done that right at the end of the show when that could impact future employment with them.
That makes sense.
True.
I just saw the image of Ring Hunter Garyudo turning into the sword. So they just literally just did
So
that
Like Don,
Zed.
literally
Don't
what
lie.
happens that like he has his fight with Oiru, and after that
Yeah.
they're like, "Bro, I'm sorry, okay, I guess." And then Fire Candle goes a little crazy, shoots fireballs, then Gary protects Oiru, dies, but Tegasor goes like, "I actually resurrected him as a sword so he can pay for his sins, and eventually he can bring back to normal."
Maybe,
But
probably.
but he's still weird. Talking about this again.
then
the
he's like,
toxic relationships are
hey,
so
Oiru.
weird.
And
They
I
literally just
agree.
copy Bellio Rock from Ultraman Z.
Yeah,
That's what I was
that's
thinking.
you're right. You're
That's
right.
literally Bellio Rock. Oh my god, dude. No.
I have I have another issue with Gary, and it's to do with what Antho was saying of just like, I'll suck you up instead. Get swiveled on. Like none of his like backstory affects his character. Not one piece of like actual lore to do with Kuon makes sense. Did he do this to betray Tegajun so he could be with Hoeru? No, because then he still wants to kill Hoeru at the end of that. So like they made so many decisions. They made so many decisions to be like, hey, you know this character? Now you don't know this character, and we're not going to tell you why he's fundamentally changed because he's always secretly been like this, but you won't have known that because we don't know why he's always secretly been like this. They just made so many decisions about Kuon and didn't explain any of them. His character makes no sense and he's weirdly creepy.
It just doesn't add up at the end. Where it seems like it all comes down to him being jealous of Hoeru, but that doesn't make sense with everything else we saw about him. Where it's like you're putting him up. He was like 5 years old, and he's like, "I was so jealous of you," and I'm just like, "So you." It hurts my brain to think about.
Also, doesn't make sense to the dream world of Hoeru, which is supposed to be accurate to what Kuon's feelings was at the time as well.
And that's why, too, like I mentioned earlier, I brought on, like, I think the Calamity is too much, and that's more because I don't think the Calamity does anything outside of just, well, that was a setup. There was a war, and the Tegasword was in there, and the ring battle came into existence, right? That's all you need the Calamity to be. And after that, you can focus on Tegajun and the Brydens and Gary and the ring battle.
I agree. But then, like, they did it because they needed an excuse to make Goju Polar useful.
True.
But like Goju Polar doesn't have anything to do. Well, no, sorry.
Bro wishes he was Jeremy from King Oger. I'm sorry, we can't all be perfect.
Yeah.
True.
Oh,
He wishes.
But like, you know, like Kumade had plenty of reasons in the first place because he's like, well, I saved the world, but the world is not saved. You duped me, Tegasword. I'll overthrow you and become the real god. That's all he needs. Like, you know, he doesn't need to have on top of that. By the way, the Calamity is back and the Calamity is bad, okay?
Yeah, but he doesn't really do anything to do with that. You know what I mean? Like, he's just collecting the rings, and he collects, like, what, 5 in total in his entirety?
And then we
because they were trying to sell the blue rings, but they don't really do anything different.
Nope. And again, it comes back to our question of space again, where it's just, you know, you could have done more interesting things with them. There just wasn't space to do it, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Can I just add something about a thing that was missed out as well?
What
Like, because as we've been, well, I'm going to say it anyway. There's so many things that as we've discovered here, that there's so many things that they've been writing in, but there's like so little time to give every element some really good moments on it. But like right at the end, things that are missing that I just remembered from talking about Hoeru and Kuon's relationship. Their parents are not sorted. Their parents are not found. And what's really ironic is I was rewatching some episodes last week, and I got to the episode where Hoeru goes to deliver food to his own house, and he's like giving the food, and the mum's like doesn't even recognize him, and it's kind of like, oh, that's so sad. They go to this other world, and they could be like, you could have this life, and then at the end of that episode, where he's finally decided that he is happy to just keep living and do what he needs to do, his mum starts to recognize him. So I was just like, oh, that's really interesting. Could it be something that they're going to bring back so Hoeru actually has a place to stay at the end? And then literally gets to the last episode, gets to the last couple seconds, Hoeru is with bag in hand and is walking around with his backpack, and there's no mention of it ever again.
Yeah, it never mentioned again.
I got a hot take.
Oh God.
Hoeru's fantasy world that he could have made real with the power of Tegasword is better than the ending he got.
Oh, that's so sad. But you're not too far off. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to think
Like
that way.
his
The sentiment of, oh wow, that is interesting. I hope they do something cool with it, and then they don't. It's just Gozyuger.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But something that they did do, which is what I've been begging for this whole time, please everyone have a look in the non-mic chat, because Dawn, just you wait. This is Fire Candle's monster form.
He gets a Whoa!
Isn't that
literally
sexy?
fire?
They did that for them.
Great.
Monster form
like-
as
Right, yeah,
well.
second.
Ruth.
Fire Candle is my I think most of the people here will agree that Fire Candle's the best character in this show.
Disagreed.
And
He's fantastic.
I love the fact
Well,
that
yeah,
it's
of
almost like a
course.
rooster as well.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. It's my favorite.
But no.
He a chicken.
You chicken!
Oh wait. Phoenix as well.
Phoenix.
I love when Toku does Phoenixes.
I just
Hey.
was trying to say
Oh
too
my
with that,
God.
just I love that Fire Candle as the thing I like the most with both of his monster forms, because they're both corrupted monster versions of Ranger suits, because they had the same thing happen with Shinkenger, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I honestly wish, it's great because it's Fire Candle, but honestly, rather than the no ones, I would have liked to see, because it's an anniversary, seeing a bunch of monster version of Rangers.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
please.
so that was
Yes.
my major point on the episode. Like when we watched that episode, that was like my major point there. And I'm actually in the middle of, so I don't really make Toku content, but I am in the middle of a video of what I would have done to end Sentai instead of what
Nice.
was done. And it's kind of rewriting Gozyuger. And the first thing is, every ring battle is not with a no one, it's with a past Red Ranger in a monsterized form.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
This is,
Gio.
This, I
But
mean,
better.
Yeah.
this is a perfect
Better.
time for me to mention one of the things I don't like a
Wow.
ton about Gozyuger, but you know how in designs less is more sometimes? There's a lot of no one designs that I just do not like.
I
I
don't
mean-
like a lot of the
They're
no
not
ones as
equal.
monsters of the week.
No, like
There
some
are
of them are just
some-
they're too messy. Do you guys remember the mannequin fashion designer one?
Oh, I hate
was just
that
like,
one.
what is this?
But let's talk about Hoyoru and the job thing then, because I feel like Sentai characters are such representative of that kind of I don't want to say genre of people, but people who are doing working the odd jobs and stuff. Because we had Dom Brothers with Momotaro, who was literally a postage guy. Then we had Hoyoru, who literally was doing postages and all these odd jobs as well. And it's these guys doing the small odd jobs, and I'm like, that's really cute. That's really cute.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a
Mm.
sort of writing reference to Dom Brothers as a little nod, being I am the daughter, and I'm writing this storyline with this character that's very similar. I don't know, probably not. But I thought
Speaking
it was
of
kind of fun.
reference,
Mhm.
that is definitely, I think, a thing that a lot of people enjoyed was the universe threads as a whole. I
Oh.
know everyone was always so excited whenever a new universe thread was showing up, and we were all thinking, "Oh, what actor is going to be that universe thread? What kind of thing is happening?" Going to be happening there. We had Tonoyasu, for example, where he's done Brothers, and we're all like, "Oh, that's Tregear." And then we had the guy that's Pat Ranger, because that's Mr. Kamen Rider, because he just does 6 Kamen Rider poses back to back when he does this.
Yeah.
And that was definitely something that I thought was very fun, just seeing everyone react to, and just oh my god, they got this person to do this character, and that was fun. The
That
little
Felt
cheeky
that was a much
references
bigger
they did
deal at the
into
beginning.
I just wish there was
I
wish there was
really-
time for more of them, because I kept waiting
Yeah.
for Kaito from Zenkaiju to show up, because he's in Dawn Brothers.
Oh, I wanted to laugh because that's why, that's the reason why Cass and I don't like Ray this much, because he has the Zenkaichi
That's
ring.
right. I was
Oh my
upset that he had the Zenkaiju ring.
How dare you, sir? That's
That's funny.
Kaito's ring.
Who was your guys' favorite Universe Warriors? Mine was Seiji Takaiwa.
Which one did they have?
Seiji Takaya was the Lupat school arc.
I
Yeah,
did
and
like
Ecto
that.
just mentioned
Yeah.
it.
really good.
Yeah, the one I just said.
Yeah.
That one was.
Yeah.
Which
I
one
really-
That was my favorite.
I have to be a bit of Keza's doing the Keza thing. I just really liked having females in it. Like, I just thought it was so nice to be
No,
able
she
to
was
eventually get some
cool.
females.
They were
So
both
we had,
not a thing wrong with that.
we had Otto, the Shinkenja one, which I thought was great anyway. But I also thought what they did with Turbo Ranger, with the maid, and her becoming a delinquent, I just thought that was so interesting because they allowed
Yeah.
the human universe warrior to go into a corrupted form, and I thought it just allowed a lot more. It is, now that I think back on it, it is interesting that they made the woman have the mental breakdown. I'm going to overlook it because we got the amazing delinquent
Delinquent suit.
version. Oh, I need it. I want it. Please, I need that cosplay. Like, stat.
I don't know if it was a
Anyway.
mental breakdown. I like the idea that a berserker form is someone just stopping caring.
But no one else had it. No other ranger had that, but the woman had it. It's a bit interesting.
My favorite universe thread.
That's a buff, not
Okay.
a.
Here, my favorite universe thread is Fire Candle.
I was gonna say that.
Actually, no, it's not true.
Joke.
I'm sorry, I have too many. Is it okay to have multiple favorites?
Yes,
course.
yes, you can.
Yeah.
I like the I like Gal Red.
Probably Ray.
Oh, Gal Red. That was a cool one with all the things.
Yeah, that was such a fun one.
My favorite
also
is
Tom Weapons
No,
one.
wait.
Gavin Infinity.
Yeah, that's,
wait, I
that's
realized
definitely my
'cause-
favorite. Actually, you're
I
right.
think mine's a toss up between Tokonatsu and the I've
Tokonatsu.
forgotten his name. I'm sorry, but the Sentai historian.
Yeah.
Oh.
I realized,
yeah, he
does
was,
that count as
He was
well?
MMPR.
There's I loved Origa Red.
Yes.
Origa Red, amazing. Oh my gosh,
If
yes.
anything happened in those last batch of episodes, I loved the stuff they did with Origa Red.
Yeah.
What a cutie.
it
I
was
want him
pretty
to have his
and
own
Kaku
series.
Danger Red. Oh my god.
I
Right?
need a season. Oh my god, Kakura Red as well. Oh my god, you're so right. But what's so nice about the Universe Warriors is that because it's an anniversary series, you just assume it's going to be a very similar kind of concept to every other Universe Warriors. You think it's going to be a very similar anniversary series to what we've had before. But what they did here was they changed the story. You saw the suit, but elements were different, and I really enjoyed finding out who they were using as like a anomaly of like Toku, because they got Garo actors, they got Kamen Rider actors, they got other actors, they got Ultraman actors, but then also there were references with the powers that they had. It was just all so good.
My
Like-
favorite with Seiji Takai was like his henshin poses were references to like past times he was suit acting in various roles. So you'll notice like little nods to his
Mhm.
past roles. I loved that so much.
Oh gosh, there was one of the references which is such a sad thing, but I think if we're mentioning Maya, we should also mention this. The actor who plays Garo,
Oh dear, here we go. Yeah.
Garo, who was Deca Ranger reference.
Mm.
I was so excited to see him play Deca Ranger, but also just to see that henshin reference where he draws a circle above him and it glows down on him and it appears. I just thought that was such a good episode. That was such a good like reference to him. Great to see Garo in Sentai. But then literally, I think it might have been days after, if not the same day, a report came out to say that he's actually a really terrible man. And I was just like, wow.
Oh my god, you're right.
Bad dude.
Wow. That I can't like this show not the show, but I can't like this actor anymore. And I will stick by it. Like, he is a terrible man, but fuck me, that hurt, that did. especially like with Maya as well, just before being ripped away from the show, and then this other actor coming in and being like, "Oh, I'm good guy. I'm Deca Ranger. I'm the police ranger."
Oh, yikes.
Very bad fit.
Yikes.
And very bad thing
Yikes.
come out after it. What a disappointment. And Dawn, when you said it does it get better? Is it still messy? It's still messy, but I think a lot of it came from the production element, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Doesn't help.
so the tale as old as time when it comes to a lot of these Toku shows. I mean, if we think back to like what happened with 01 behind the scenes and all that, it's unfortunate that it had to happen for Sentai's last season, which I think is something we've all have been saying during the discussion, but it is quite unfortunate.
I said that in
Yeah.
my video. I'm gonna keep repeating over and over that it's super unfortunate that there are real world issues that we can't ignore. I mean, you can try, but I'm not going to. And I'll always bring up that there should have been more done for Maya Imamori. And
what happened was an injustice.
Yeah,
was a major injustice.
I still get comments being like, actually, it never confirmed that this affair happened, so you can't blame the man. And I'm just like, then you can't blame the woman either.
Mm-hmm. Just highlighting the double standard even more right there.
True. Right, Keza?
Right. Absolutely.
Mm.
Right, Keza? Right.
Yeah, no, that's...
Well,
on the positive side, this is the only show that ever managed to make Battle Japan look cool.
That's not true.
Hey, that dude's always cool. Don't talk shit about Battle Japan, motherfucker.
Battle Japan sucks, dude.
Out of that whole team, he looks genuinely better than some of them.
True.
The whole team is bad. The whole team is horrible.
That's true.
Some of the designs are wonky, but I think Battle Japan shines. But besides the point.
Yeah, Reikushima though, that's my Universe Warrior go, and also Goju Leon. I think that's the only character that actually fully got a decent story that was executed well.
I want to laugh about something since we've. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead, Antho.
Oh, I was just starting to laugh how frustrated I was during those episodes with Rikuo and Bouquet being like, "You're my fan and I'm your idol." I'm like, bullshit! You're lovers. Just kiss already.
Stop.
You're so
not. I can't take it.
Projecting much, guys. Projecting much.
Well, I thought we were fine. We've got Sweet Cake and Shining Knight.
Yeah,
for that.
thank God.
But what about like But what about how Fire Candle got a monster form but not Bouquet, but Bouquet went through losing her sibling, which led to her going mad and crazy? I was expecting a monster form for Bouquet. It wouldn't have been that hard to add that into the story. She already had the black shroud of death come over her, and then
she has a crash out, and just her weapon changes.
Yeah,
and they didn't even change her outfit, and I was just like, oh man.
Because I like the idea of like I know Bouquet turning into a Kai no Bouquet. I thought it was smart.
Or an outfit change, please.
But I love what they did with Bouquet. I'm just gonna say Bouquet has not been talked about enough in this. If this is what the reference to Bouquet for the rest of this, I love Bouquet, but I also love Bouquet and Fire Candle's friendship in general.
They're so sibling coded.
I love the villains in general,
really
especially
well
those two.
Yeah.
Especially Bouquet and
the
Fire
bells! The bells!
I know,
Big
but
bomb, big bomb.
I love the fact that this is one of the only series where they take all of their foot soldiers seriously and they go, these are the boys, we love them, and if they die, I will cry.
I like how
remember
their
when y'all
names
started
reference past
referring to-
Sentai and stuff.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I remember too when y'all started referring to them after Cass made that edit for Fire Candle's Boyfriends of the Week.
I'm so
love
proud
it.
of that.
That's so good.
Nate called them the Bellends in literally everything he made on Gozyuger.
Oh my God.
You can't say that, Nate. Naughty Nate. God
Nah,
damn.
back it. He's valid.
Balance. Crazy.
Yeah, I thought the Shinken Red stuff was pretty cool as well.
I did, yeah.
I really liked Otto's episode in that. Obviously, I wish we got more of that, but Gozyuger, am I right?
Yeah, I'm gonna shift a little bit towards the general Sentai stuff. I should have said this way earlier, but I also said it during Kez's reaction that I really, really don't like that the Bun Bunjer versus Gozyuger video is the supposed send off to Sentai of the whole thing. It should have been in Gozyuger proper. It's the main show. It's the stuff everybody's gonna watch more than the darn movie. But
it should have been made.
Preach.
They want you to pay to say goodbye.
Wow.
What was it like? They announced it because we're getting Marvelous and a bunch of others, right? Like Marvelous is going to be in the movie.
I'm so excited. Sorry.
That is quite cool.
The send off needs to be in the show, and then the movie can be whatever extra they want to make.
Like a capstone,
I didn't like it in Zenkaiger either. We're supposed to be the anniversary season, but there's no cameos in the main show. It's all relegated towards the movies and specials, which fine, I guess. But for the final,
big one shows up.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
no. That Aka Ranger shows up.
Oh, big one shows up to say something about being a White Ranger in one of the. And I
it's in the movie.
Oh yeah, that's the other movie.
Oh, it is in the movie. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So for the final Sentai, it's a little bothersome because oh god, I can't believe I'm bringing up Power Rangers. So a lot of people said that Cosmic Fury's finale is a good finale for the Dino Fury story, but not as Power Rangers as a whole. But for Super Sentai with its 50 years, you know, it doesn't feel right.
I've long had that opinion that it was a good send off for that specific team, but not necessarily a great send off for the rest of the show. And then some people will be like, "Oh, well, Once and Always was a thing," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that's a good send off for MMPR." Again, not a massive great send off for the rest of the show. And I think this isn't a great send off for any of it.
You know what? If you asked me yesterday,
in the show,
I would have disagreed with you so hard. But watching it again with you guys, even for Gozyuger, it still feels a little weird. Like Maya stuff aside, even though it is a big thing in the show, in the episode, it just doesn't feel right. That it doesn't feel like anything ended. Truly.
Yeah.
Well, because it's one of those where, like, if it helps, at least I think it adds to the message of Sentai is forever. Because that's what they do. They end by saying, well, we're just going to continue to do our thing forever.
Boo.
In a small way, it says that.
That's a good point.
A bit of a cop-out as
plus,
well.
like, we obviously know that at some point Toei will bring back Sentai as a show.
They will.
And if the track record shows to prove, when a lot of these major landmark Toku franchises take their hiatuses, right? When Ultraman took its hiatus, we got Ultraman Tiga, which was fantastic. When Kamen Rider took its hiatus, we got Kuga, which in my opinion, I thought that exactly is amazing. And then I think we could expect the same for Sentai. It just needs a little break, and then when it comes back, it's going to be stronger than ever.
We can only hope, right?
Oh, absolutely.
On the point of like the movie thing as well. Just really quickly, like from a story standpoint, and I know, boo, Yu-Gi-Oh! You're always talking about the bloody story. I know, but it's important to me. We just got rid of all the rings and the need for the rings in the movie. They're gonna is this set before? If it's set before, it can't be a great send off because it's set before all the events of the.
It's the second war.
After. If it's set after, why have they got the rings back? And don't say, oh, they just do because magic. Because no, I'm not having it.
That's how I feel about when Gozyuger makes their cameos, and they're like, oh yeah, we got the keys back from every Sentai ever just for this one moment.
Oh my god,
so silly.
Yeah, it's weird.
So silly. I can't do it. I can't just like let it slide, you know. I'm pretty mad.
Isn't it also typical that Hoiru won the second war? Kumade that comes this time.
It makes sense that he wins again.
I mean, it's Red Ranger syndrome.
Because he's so OP.
It's Red
Because
Ranger
he Orca boosts himself into a generational bad man, and it's bullshit. No one else gets an Orca booster. What is this?
No, wait.
What is this?
You don't know what happens during that 1 year period. Maybe someone else got the Orca booster.
True, this is a whole new
They're
war.
renting it.
You can make an entire show now out of season 2 of Gozyuger.
Please
Oh my God.
don't. Please
When's
don't.
the,
I'm
when's
so
the
ready.
novel
I'm so
coming out?
ready
When's
for
the
Gavin.
novel? We're getting a novel.
Marcus
man.
loves his novels.
Super Sentai ends with a plate of wieners.
Yeah, a whole plate of like
Yeah.
20, 30 wieners.
Just as God
A
intended.
huge sausage party.
From the
Oh, yeah,
beginning down to
that's-
the-
That's what
Symbolism.
Gozyuger is. That's what Gozyuger is. Just a massive sausage
You-
fest.
I am
And-
curious though. Sorry, no, continue.
No, please.
No, it's
Marcus
not about
made
the
it
show.
good.
I was gonna ask about Gavon Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and don't get Keza
Okay.
started. She's gonna be the only negative one here.
Woo! I'm
Oh,
actually really excited.
I'm excited
super
too for
excited about
Gavon Infinity. I like the suit designs.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I like
Change is
Project
cool.
Red's. Yeah, I think Project Red's direction of from my impression that it's not just a Metal Heroes revival. They're revisiting all their older Toei properties. At least from what I was reading, I think it's quite interesting. So it's not like they're trying to bring back Metal Heroes again, which hadn't really worked in the past. So I'm open to it. I'm open.
I think in my
it.
very, very weird knowledge, and I could be completely wrong on this, and I'm relying on Marcus to correct me here.
Hey.
I think in my idea of why they're doing specifically Gavan first is because I do think that they learned from the Power Rangers thing, and now they do want a brand that they can take outside of Japan, and they've already seen that Gavan was successful in places like Brazil. Am I right about that?
You're mostly right, but funnily enough, in today's director's corner, Shirakuda said, if this does well, we'll hope to release the show internationally, meaning they're not releasing it
Oh, what the heck?
internationally.
Oh no.
What?
Okay, I was wondering
Damn it.
Are we not
about that
getting a
early during.
Tokusatsu on this?
No,
Like,
we're not.
Cass and I were talking about this because it's so weird that they've been putting the trailers for Gavan on the global
We
channel.
literally talked about this on our stream the other day, and I've been praying. I've been praying for like a simulcast release on Tokusatsu. So now, man, I'm sad.
Like my
That's
friend was like, you might as
bullshit.
well go international right away. Like you're making.
Well, as Joe was mostly right. We just don't know when they'll do it, if they'll do it at all. They have to see how well Project
Yeah.
Red does.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. We gotta be positive about everything.
I think it's very funny that we have Tega sword but gun.
Yeah.
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 This
That's
is
what
true.
Yay.
I'm pretty hyped about that. I'm really hyped about Luminous. That world is
Yeah.
shouting to me. I really like that. And also, it's the one we've seen the least amount of because the male ego, all of that.
Whoa.
It was so close.
No, I did it as me. I just kind of sound
Yeah,
like it.
it's fine. It's fine. Keep going, Joel. It's fine.
I think like weirdly that way that they're doing that is not quite like they've explained that it's a multi-dimensional thing, but they all kind of work for one agency. Gives me hella Deca Ranger vibes.
Mm.
I'm so in the Deca Ranger vibes. Literally, me and Joel have talked about like if we were to redo the cast for Cosmic Fury, what would we do? And a lot of them were SPD characters coming back because we love.
I brought back the
SPD.
villains from Geki Ranger, but not Geki Ranger, obviously Jungle Fury. And I brought back so many people from SPD because like those were the two shows that we were like supposed to get like continuation stuff for, but we never could because they ended Power Rangers. So I don't know, but I love Deca Ranger and I love SPD, and I think both of those properties, both joint and separate, kind of show the best of what these shows can do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I know that Marcus said that I'm going to be the most like negative. I was because I was pissed that Sentai was dying. Basically, I was so upset.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that Sentai does that Kamen Rider doesn't do. And I was like, oh
Mhm.
my god, we're going to lose that joy, that element of Sentai that I go to Sentai for specifically. And also they were bringing back Gavin, and I only saw a couple references. I watched it in the Gokaiger versus movie, and I was just like, I'm not hooked. I don't like it. It looks like a diaper. Fuck that. So that's why I was so like upset when they were like, we're bringing back Gavin, because I was just like, is it really a good idea to do that? But
It is a little strange, yeah.
exactly. But watching the press conference with the others and like really looking at what they're doing with the multiversal stuff, with the multiple Gavans from different worlds, the little emoticon things again, I was just like, okay,
Why do they have
There-
butts?
why do they have butts, by the way? Yeah, exactly.
Why
Why
do
do
they
they
have
have butts? But
bothers
We all
me,
have.
but
but I
But
oh my god. I can't say that word anymore. However, there we go.
Ass.
Fuck. However, I was very down to, I don't want to say down to clown, but I was very ready to
Down to clown.
jump into this new show because it looks so good. And there are elements that are kind of Sentai-esque. I won't say that it is Sentai. I won't say it's specifically the stuff I will miss from Sentai that we don't get in other shows. However, it looks like it could be an okay replacement for Sentai, and I'm okay to just jump in and experience it and hope for the best now because of that press conference. So
Mm.
Yeah.
that's
I
why
I will be
saying
giving this show a shot at least.
you
because
have to.
Yeah.
I think it looks quite cool.
I'll
I
be watching it
am
all the
very
way
excited.
through. I think it deserves that at the very least.
Yeah, I am very excited for
Um,
Luminous. I
in
want to
truth
see.
to
Luminous.
I want to
Oh.
see.
in truth to Anthem and I have not
Yeah.
seen the press conference yet since it was on when we were at a convention, so we actually haven't had a look at it yet.
I will talk your ear off if you need me to, but I'll do it another time.
I also have like a slight ask here.
You mean
and
ass?
You know, ask. I don't get to talk Marcos's ear off very often, so I'm going to ask him another nerdy Toku question.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that the next show in Project Red, if it isn't another Space Sheriff show, is Jiraiya?
Oh gosh. So I guess speculation from myself as an unprofessional tokutuber.
Unprofessional. What the heck?
Professional, you're
I'll say
You are
Wait,
the
what?
Tokutuber, dude.
it
Yeah,
is
but
likely, but we don't know. Honestly,
There was
I kind of like it to be, if I'm honest.
no, guys, I got you. We all know the actual next series for Project Red is the return of Toei Spider-Man.
I was literally gonna
Oh,
say
I genuinely love it. It's so bad that it's funny, and I adore that show.
I
Imagine.
had a lot of thoughts about Project Red as a whole. Of course, I was just as upset as everybody else. Like they're killing off Sentai just to bring back Gavan, which at the time it did really well, but over the years they kept trying to bring back Gavan, and not many people cared. So now they're trying to make a whole new show about it. It is a little weird, but just the first trailer alone grabbed me. I already really love the suits and everything else. I love it for the same reason everybody else do. So I'm very positive about it. But I also want to, gosh, I don't even know how to say this without sounding like a jerk. Toku fans, when they don't watch Toku and only stick to Kamen Rider and Sentai,
Yeah.
you know,
You have to
like
watch other
Yeah.
things.
I see. I don't even want to say you have to watch it because honestly, I don't think Super Sentai fans are gonna stay for Gavan because they didn't do it before. So I'm just like cautiously optimistic on the views it'll even get, and if it does fail, at least Project Red can have a whole library of other things because they did say it's not all going to be Henshin Hero shows that they're planning.
It's gonna be different, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ooh, I'm excited.
And while it is interesting to me, at least in the American or English speaking fan base, it might be a very, very tough sell for non-Henshin Hero shows. Like people don't even watch Garo, and I hype up Garo like to death, you know. So it's really
It's so good.
it's really hard to predict or know what's going to happen next when Toei probably doesn't even know what's going to happen next. I just hope for Shin Robocon or something. I don't know. I just hope it's good. I'll watch it. I'll make a video about it eventually. I'll make fun of Keza for hating on
I'm
Gavan at
praying for
first.
Zubat.
Oh, honestly,
I'm praying for Zubat.
Zubat's probably like my number one choice to reboot.
Zubat!
Same.
Cass and I only got into Super Sentai over the past like 3 years, so we're very recent as far as Sentai fans are concerned. And I agree with Marco's, just like, Toku is such a wide genre. Like it's fun to just watch what else there is than just the main stuff.
There's never any harm in giving something a try, and if it doesn't click, you can drop it and pick up something else.
My words exactly.
Not true.
I welcome the new
Not
future.
true.
I welcome it too.
I welcome
Bring
the new
us more.
future. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, everyone.
Collectively.
That is our discussion. Can we get 50 big booms for the end of Super Sentai?
In
Okay.
chat or now? Who's counting?
I'll count.
Bitch,
Oh
bitch,
god. No!
Boom.
bitch,
Alright.
No! I can't believe my
God.
voice line is
We're at
being
5
used.
booms.
bitch, bitch.
Oh, man.
No! Okay. Okay, that's enough. I never said bitch. Get over there. Go.
Bitch.
We need 45 more booms.
Oh my god. Can we please?
Oh my god.
All right,
Everybody-
everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.